Hi from the other side of the room, guys. We're doing it by candlelight because it is finally cold enough in South Florida that I can light candles without it getting hot and sticky in the room. We are also joined by Mac. Come on, say hi, Mac. In case there is some low rumble bass going on in the movie. This episode brought to you by my Grateful Dead tank top fandom shirt. So we need to talk about Galavant. Either you are not watching Galavant or not enough of you are watching Galavant. But it has to change because it is a precious, precious thing that will be lost forever if it doesn't. And that would be bad. A History of Galavant. There's a guy named Alan Menken. And you know him even if you don't think you do. He has been trapped in the basement of Disney since the 80s when he wrote this little song called Under the Sea, and Disney just basically chained him to a desk. He's been forced to write happy fairy tale music for longer than most of you have been alive, which is sad and makes me feel old, but in either 2009 or 2010, whenever production started for Tangle, he met Dan Fogelman and Glenn Slater, and they worked on that movie together. I don't know what happened during the production of Tangled, but minds were lost and took all the collective fucks along with them. They all end up together and they create Galavant. Galavant is being described as a postmodern fairy tale, and I think it's because these guys just decided to take names, mock it all, especially Disney, make the House of Mouse pay for it all, because why not? And continue not caring about anything along the way, including any young, impressionable minds that might stumble upon this crap. It's amazing. You all need to go watch it right now. It's being accused of breaking the fourth wall. Now, my fourth wall has been completely demolished by being in Supernatural fandom, but I really don't find this to be breaking the fourth wall. It does acknowledge the fourth wall, but it doesn't want to break it. It wants the fourth wall to sing along with it. The characters in themselves, if one character is about to break the fourth wall, the other characters call them on it and they bring it back into the show. It really doesn't break the fourth wall. But that's where that whole postmodern label comes in, I'm pretty sure. They all are fully aware that they are in a musical. I'm not sure that qualifies. That's actually a rule of the universe. It is a rule of the universe that in a dramatic moment, background music will appear. You will start singing. It will be in rhyme, and the chorus will just be magically known by all the people around you for backup. It's just a law of that reality. Again, amazing. Go watch it. The plot. To quote the pilot, it's a lot of plot, I know. This thing gets so completely layered and depth. It is amazing to me still that it is a short amount of time that we have had with it, the amount of twists and turns that they have taken us on. So you start with Galavant. He is the title character. He is a D&D paladin. He is a hero with a capital H. He's good looking. He's morally sound. He's the best fighter on the show. That's when they let him fight. The show goes out of its way to not let him fight, and he gets very frustrated by that. In the opening song, he's living happily ever after. He's fought the battles, he's won the day, he's got the girl. The girl in question is a woman named Madalena, and in the opening song, she is kidnapped by King Richard and his henchman, Gareth. Still in the opening song, Galavant fights everyone to stop the wedding between Richard and Madalena. Madalena, hilariously, is not going anywhere. She's staying put. It's good to be the queen. Galavant is all the things that I listed. He is also broke. Madalena's in a castle with servants that have to do her every bidding. She's just not interested in anymore. Galavant is crushed and goes off in shock to fall in a bottle. And that is the opening 2 to 3 minutes of the show. You can find the rest of season 1 on iTunes for free, and let's face it, if Apple's giving it away for free, so is Google, Amazon, Android, whatever it is you get your thingies from. It's season 1 is out there for free. Go get it. Go watch it. Go buy it. Even if you watched it and you didn't particularly like it enough to go watch it again, go download it anyway, because it still counts and they need help. Season 2 is on abc.com and hulu.com that I know of, in full, completely. They're keeping it up for the duration, so you can easily get caught up in a weekend. It's really not that long of a thing. Each episode is only 22 minutes. It's a quickie. Come on, join the party. I am really worried that if the rating situation does not change, not only is it going to get canceled, if it's not getting enough ratings or interest, I don't know how long it's going to be until Netflix or other streaming people pick it up, or if they pick it up at all. And then it would be lost to the ages, and that would just be so sad. We have to save it. We have to save it for the children who will eventually grow up old enough and be old enough to watch it. It really isn't child-friendly fare. I have some spoilery kind of musings to do, so if you are really on my friends list and you are not watching Galavant, I'm not sure why we're friends, but if you are, great, go watch it now, or at least go download all the free stuff so that it counts, so people think you're watching it. I don't care. Go push play on Hulu and then wander away, go to work or something. By the time you come back, it'll be done. Anything. We can cheat. I don't care. I am going to talk about some spoilers from season 1, though, so if you really want to get caught up, you might want to skip to the end. So, if you're still here, Galavant. I rewatched season 1 because it was free on iTunes, and I have a question about the opener. In the opener, we see Madalena's kidnapping. How many of us, given the givens of what we know about the characters, how many of us actually think that's the way it went down? Because there's no way. No. If you haven't rewatched it recently, Gareth picks up a kicking Madalena while Richard laughs evilly. No, I think that's probably just Gal's retelling of it. I don't think that's actually what happened. The actual physical beats that Gareth picks up Madalena in a fireman carry and takes off, and that Richard pauses for a moment and then follows them, I think that's probably true. I don't think Gal interpreted the lead up to that at all. My own personal headcanon is I think Madalena was not into the flirting, and if it was Richard's flirting, let's face it, he was creepy, borderline threatening with it. But I don't think Madalena was unimpressed by the crown. I think she was very impressed by the crown. So she was probably not in any way, shape, or form running away. My own personal headcanon is that Gareth is the instigator. I think Gareth just got tired of listening to Richard try to flirt, gave up, threw Madalena over his shoulder, and took off. Like, come on, we're all going to the castle. Madalena probably convinced Richard that this meant they were engaged. Anyway, that's my own personal headcanon. What's yours? Crackier the better. Everybody leave a comment. Like, just go off. How did Madalena and Richard end up together? Go. So that's it. That's my pitch for Galavant. Everybody stop what they're doing. Go watch Galavant. Go, 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 go. We have to keep it. It's a precious, precious thing.